Welcome to the France 24 Observers. This show is based on our network of observers. They're ordinary people who tell us what's going on where they are and send in photos and videos to document it. We check everything here in Paris and bring the best to you. We begin today in India and the case of a man who is ready to die. Balwant Singh Rajwana admits that he served as a backup suicide bomber in a 1995 plot that killed the minister of Punjab state. Rajwana was supposed to be hanged last Saturday. Now, he wasn't fighting the decision, but his Sikh comrades took to the streets on his behalf. Political parties and even the Punjab government took up the call, and the court has now postponed the execution indefinitely. Some are complaining the court ceded to political pressure, but the Sikhs want more, a pardon. They note that Rajwana has spent 17 years in prison, and they say the minister who was killed was himself responsible for years of attacks on their community. Here's our observer Navkiran Singh.
These people were all agitating in a very peaceful manner, but suddenly the police officials started the firing. One person lost his life and the other is seriously injured, lying in the hospital. During the last week, there have been several arrests, and it's in my knowledge that people have been taken in custody. The leaders of the Sikh community have been arrested from their homes, and they were not indulging into any illegal activities. They were just sitting in their homes. I suppose the government was apprehensive that these people wield influence in the community, and they can arrange for people to come on the streets and campaign for release of Balwant Singh Rajwana, and so they took this preventive step of putting these people behind the bars.
Now to Tunisia. It's been more than a year now since the Tunisian revolution, but the wounds have yet to heal. Literally, people who were injured while trying to get rid of their president say they still haven't been properly compensated by the new government, or even treated in some cases. Our observer Jihed Mabrouk needs to be operated on abroad, but he can't afford it. While he's waiting, Jihed takes daily morphine shots to deal with the pain.
We went to demonstrate in front of the new Ministry for Human Rights and Transitional Justice to get information and to get the government to do something for the wounded. Imagine people injured by the police inside one of the government's ministries. After the fall of Ben Ali, we were promised compensation for the injuries we suffered. I was hit by a bullet in the neck, right here. The government gave us just 3,000 euros. That's nothing, not even enough for our medication. The revolution in Tunisia is not over. If people have wounds that still haven't healed, you have to say the revolution is unfinished.
Next up, a look at some of the images sent in this week by our observers. We begin in the US, the state of Colorado, and a family fleeing a huge forest fire. They filmed it on a cell phone. It was in the middle of the day, but the smoke makes it look like nighttime. They were lucky to get away. Their neighborhood was destroyed shortly after they shot the video. Still in the US, a new way of letting your congressman know what you think. Send him a uterus, a knitted one. That's what women's rights activists have been doing. They're angry over efforts to make it harder to get abortions, especially a new law in Texas and other states that forces women to see their fetus on a sonogram before they decide to abort. Our observer says the women are sending a message. Here's a uterus for you to control. Get your hands off mine. That's all for this week. As always, you can find more reports from our observers on our website, on our Facebook and Twitter pages, and on our iPhone app. See you next time.